What if I told you that getting older is not a law that can't be broken? How about if it's more like a code? A deal for everyone? A timeline of reality that your mind has tuned into because everyone else has as well? What if I told you you could change the channel? You are about to learn 5 easy but powerful moves, or quantum keys, that have been hidden for a very long time. These are more than just exercises. They are a way to use quantum physics on your body. One of these movements is so important to your life force that a major scientific study showed that if you can't do it, you're up to 5 times more likely to die in the next few years. I'll give you a clear picture of which one it is soon. This lost knowledge was passed down to us by an ancient sage named Thoth, who is said to have lived for thousands of years by mastering the quantum principles that give rise to our world. It's only now that modern science is starting to prove what he knew all along, that your body has the power to heal itself. I'm going to show you all 5 of these holy rituals in this video. However, pay close attention to the 5th and last secret. It's the most shocking because it's how you make a force field around your body that stops it from aging. Follow me. You're not just going to learn how to live longer. It's about changing into a stronger, more free, and happier person. It has the power to change the very fabric of your reality. Set your goal before we start this journey. It's not just a click to subscribe to this channel. It's a commitment to this frequency of knowledge. It sets up a stable quantum link that keeps your consciousness in sync with these powerful truths as they come to light. Send this message to the first person that comes to mind as you make your promise. Sharing a video isn't just passing it along. It's also a way to connect with another soul who is ready for this activation and raise the energy of our group awakening. Do you feel this in your cells? If so, say it out loud in the comments below. My body is not bound by old programs. This statement should be your first act of quantum resistance. It should let the field know that you are ready to see and live in a new, timeless timeline, breaking free from the agreement that you are getting older. Don't he who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. This old knowledge didn't just appear out of thin air. In ancient Egypt, it was kept safe and passed down by a mythical being called Thoth, the god of wisdom. Stories, on the other hand, say that he was a priest-king in the advanced society of Atlantis before he became a god. In those crystal temples, Thoth didn't just rule. He knew a lot about the quantum field. He drank directly from the source of all wisdom and knew the basic rules that govern life and death, as well as the probability fields that shape our world. He is said to have lived for thousands of years, not by using magic, but by fully controlling the energetic signature that powers our bodies and minds. When a big disaster hit his home country, Thoth went to the land that would become Egypt. The core of this knowledge was written on the legendary Emerald Tablet, which he brought with him. It wasn't a set of rules or laws in this text. It had quantum axioms, which are universal laws that explain how consciousness makes reality. Its most well-known phrase, "as above, so below," is based on a quantum principle. It means that the world you can't see, the above, the quantum field of infinite possibilities, controls the world you can see, the below, your body and life. Thoth taught that you are not a weak thing that will be destroyed by time. He called you a mortal god. You are a quantum observer with an infinite consciousness who is temporarily living in a body. You have the power to go beyond the limits you see built into you. He was wise in more ways than one. It was an easy-to-follow guide for connecting your body and mind to the high-frequency flow of life itself. In the sense that we know it, aging is a vibrational dissonance, or a break between your body and your timeless, energetic self. Unconsciously observing a reality of decay is the cause of it. He also knew exactly how to get that connection back. He knew how to change the circuits in your body so that they vibrated at a frequency that kept renewing itself. Modern science is just now starting to get a glimpse of what Thoth knew from seeing things for himself. Epigenetics researchers are showing that your genes do not decide what you will do in life. Your way of life, your thoughts, and the things you do can turn genes for longevity on or off. In quantum physics, this is called collapsing the wave function of vitality. In Thoth's language, this was called aligning with the cosmic flow. The truth is the same. If this change in perspective is happening to you, say it out loud in the comments. I am the antenna, and I choose my frequency. It is a conscious act of tuning to type these words. You are telling your mind that you are no longer a passive receiver of the world's noise, but rather the master tuner of your body's healing and vitality. Your body is more than just flesh. It works very well as a quantum antenna. So Thoth left the notes for how to tune it. 5 holy movements or rituals that he left behind are the keys to this quantum reality shift. It is an act of frequency alignment for every movement. They are meant to wake up your dormant life force, which some people call prana or kundalini, and raise its vibration, which will make every cell in your body feel new again. These 5 rituals will help you get back to your true, timeless self. They are the tools that can help your body get ready to hold the bright light of your true, infinite self. Of course, the first key opens the door to a force that holds you in place. Your cells remember this movement, even if your mind has forgotten it. This first key, this first sacred ritual, is like going back to that time. That one basic thing we do. Hang. Take a look. People in our family lived in trees. Being able to hold their own weight was important for survival. We live in chairs these days, and being so far away from how our bodies were meant to work has created a field of energetic static and physical pain. Even if you only hang from a bar for a few seconds, the quantum reset starts right away. It makes space between your vertebrae by using gravity to help you. It's not just empty space, it's energetic space that lets life force flow. This channel has been closed off for years by bad posture, but hanging opens it right back up. It makes your shoulders stronger again, giving you back the freedom you were born with. But its most profound and surprising benefit is in grip strength, which scientists have only recently discovered to be one of the best ways to tell if someone will live a long time. Your quantum grip on the life force frequency can be measured directly by how strong your hand is and how well you can hold on. It shows how healthy your muscles and nerves are overall. A careful study in the prestigious British medical journal showed something shocking. They looked at thousands of people and found that a weak grip is one of the best ways to tell if someone will die young, even better than blood pressure. Heart disease and all other causes of death are directly linked to having a weak grip. It's clear what the quantum field wants to say. Holding on to more life is what it means to grip more tightly. You are sending a strong, energetic signature to your whole body every time you hang or tighten that grip. A new reality is being anchored by you. To the quantum field, you are telling it that you are strong, capable, and choose to be here. Based on Thoth's quantum philosophy, as above, so below, this is a very important thing to do. You are in the air when you hang between the ground and the sky. The energy in your body turns into a living antenna that lets quantum energy flow through this channel. In order to fight the pull of decay, you are fine-tuning your physical instrument to vibrate at a higher, more stable, and longer-lasting frequency. Think about how every second you hang, you change the contract your body has with time. Saying this simple thing in the comments below can give you a lot of power. I choose to hold on to more life. To make a vibrational contract with your body, say out loud that you are consciously grasping a new reality of strength, capability, and vital force, and will not give up the power you were born with. Someone in my class, who is 61 years old, could hardly hold on for a second. At first, she only planned to hang, using a chair to support her feet. She came every day, though. She picked a different reality. Soon, she was hanging there without any help for 30 seconds. The constant shoulder pain that had been bothering her for decades just went away. In her timeline, it went. She worked out more than one muscle. She took back her power as the aware observer of her body. Click the like button if you agree with this. Think of this action not as a click, but as a strong affirmation. You are signaling to your body that you are now in charge by anchoring the frequency of strength and quantum grip into your own cells. This simple thing can make your years last longer and give you more life. But that's just the first key. It lets the new channels go through. To really stop time from moving forward, you need to get back in touch with the earth. That brings us to the second secret. We lost a movement. And when we did, we started to choose fragility. Once the upper channels are open, we need to bring that energy back down to earth. The second secret isn't a new workout. It's getting back to the deep squat, which is your body's original, natural way of resting. Look at a little kid having fun. For long periods of time, they rest perfectly and comfortably in this position. Our ancestors cooked, socialized, and just lived in a squat for thousands of years. They stayed in perfect harmony with the Earth's quantum field and had healthy joints. After that, we made the chair. And more than any other invention, this one was bad for people's bodies. By staying in positions at right angles to each other for hours on end, every day, we have put our bodies in a vibrational cast. As a result, we lose our independence because we can't move around as easily and have chronic back pain. Not being able to squat is like being divorced from your body. It means you're not in touch with your most basic self. A really interesting study that came out in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology proved this old truth. Scientists came up with the sit and rise test. It was an easy job. As little help as possible, sit down on the floor and then stand back up. The results were very scary. People who had to be helped a lot, on their hands, knees, or by rolling on their side, were 5 times more likely to die in the next 6 years than people who could get back up on their own. That's not all this test is about. This is a test of your quantum flexibility, or how easily your body can change states from down to up. The deep squat is the basic exercise that brings this power back. It is necessary to be able to squat, to stay alive. Getting back your deep squat is like getting back a basic human function. It's getting back your youth. It tells your body that you don't want to get weak. If you feel this way, say your new choice in the comments. I refuse the timeline of fragility. Let this statement serve as a quantum grounding act, releasing the collective fear of aging and firmly anchoring your energy signature in a reality of personal power, stability, and basic independence. A quantum grounding is what you do when you squat. There is a direct link between your energy field and the Earth's healing electromagnetic field. The old, stale paradigm's stress and incoherent static are being released through you and into the ground. The only place where you have the power to choose a different reality is here and now, where you are anchoring yourself. Lack of this skill is like floating away from life in a real way. Taking it back is a revolutionary thing to do, but being able to touch the ground is only half of the story. It's the next part that will really test your vital force and show that you are the one who chooses your reality. One way to show that you have power over your own limitations is to be able to stop moving and stand up against gravity. Your hips are where your balance is based and how you move. They keep you from falling. Having strong hips is not the fourth secret. The fourth secret is having hips that are free and able to move. This is not a nice to have for dancers. It is a matter of life and death. Imagine that your hips are the steering wheel of your body. You can't steer around something if that wheel is locked and stiff. When hips are stiff, balance is bad, and falling is a sure thing when you have bad balance. An old body doesn't see a fall as an accident. It is a terrible story. The numbers are very scary. There is a 20 to 30% chance that an older person who breaks their hip will die within a year, according to study after study. A lot of people who make it through never get their freedom back. Your hips protect you from dying. Their freedom of movement is the rule. According to old knowledge, the body should be like water, fluid, flexible, and strong. Being rigid is a sign of staying the same. In the wind, a dry, stiff tree breaks. A bendy bamboo can bend and stay alive. What is that stiffness you feel? There is a quantum entanglement there. The old, rigid timeline of "I am stiff and I am old" has become energetically stuck in your body. This stiffness builds a wall that stops the flow of your quantum life force energy, which speeds up the aging process. You are disentangling yourself when your hips are free to move. You are breaking the quantum link to the past. You are imitating the flow of life, which lets that healing energy nourish your tissues and keep them young. If this urge to let go comes to you, write in the comments, "I choose fluidity over rigidity." Let the act of writing this be a conscious break from the old, stiff paradigm. Your cells and the quantum field are getting the message that you are now in sync with the sacred, healing, and flexible flow of life. She was in so much pain that she couldn't even bend down to put her dog's food on the floor. She slowly moved her hip every day for a few weeks. Then, she sent a video of herself laughing as she bent down without pain for the first time in years. She did more than just ease a symptom. She picked a different probability field where the pain wasn't there. Click like to show that you agree with the idea of letting go of old realities. This tells the quantum field that you are letting go of the old, fixed program. It raises the vibration of fluidity in your body, which makes this change feel more real and happening right now. You're built on your hips. For a long, independent life, it's important to keep them mobile. But even hips that move easily need one more layer of protection, an invisible shield that keeps you from being hurt. This is the last secret. It makes quantum coherence possible and keeps the promise of a body that doesn't age. For some people, the invisible line is being able to get up from the floor without using their hands. It's the line between being dependent and being free. It is the ultimate test of how healthy you are in every way. Take a moment to think about what it would mean to lose this skill. It means that a simple fall could turn into a jail. It means you have to think about whether you want to play on the floor with your grandchildren or not. It means giving up your freedom and being locked up in your own body and home. The same sit and rise test that makes the risk so clear also shows the way. It's not just a test, it's also your guide. You are writing a new story for your future every time you practice getting up from the floor, even if you have to use both hands and a chair at first. The quantum field gets a message from you that you are strong, that you're strong, that you choose to get up. The point is not to work out. This is about keeping your pride. In line with Thoth's quantum wisdom, Hermeticism says that man on earth is a mortal god. As you rise, you stand up against the pull of gravity using only the power in your own body. This is a physical representation of that spiritual truth. A conscious quantum leap is what you are doing. You are in the state of sitting, and you are choosing to be in the state of standing. When you decide to move and have intention, the wave function breaks down, and the new reality takes over. As you stand, you become that person. In this way, you, as the aware observer, choose your reality every moment. Someone in her 60s told me that her dream was to be able to play with her grandchildren without being afraid. For now, she needs a chair and both hands. But she worked on it. She was picking her new life. After 3 months, she sent me a video. By crossing her legs, she sat down on the floor and then stood up all at once. Do not use your hands. Not only did she win, but she was also very happy. It was the happiness of taking back her life. She didn't just get up. Against the entire aging timeline, she stood up. If the idea of rising up makes you feel good, click like to make that feeling stronger. As a quantum anchor, this one click locks this frequency of freedom and resilience into your own electromagnetic field. In a physical way, you are claiming your independence. This is the way back to freedom for you. But you need a strong base to make sure you don't fall in the first place. That foundation is in a part of your body that has become quantumly entangled with a world of fear and stiffness. We've reached the center, the key that unlocks all the others and turns on your body's defense against aging. We now know how to move, squat, hang, and rise. But that's all safe because of this last piece. It's important that your strength moves you. However, the strength that keeps you stable and doesn't let you move is very important. The fifth secret is that your core should be stable when you do isometric exercises. If you fall, this is your invisible quantum armor. The word isometric just means that your muscle contracts without moving. A plank or sitting with your back against a wall come to mind. When you're not moving, your muscles work hard to keep you steady. In a very different way, this makes you stronger. It's the power to keep going. It's the power of being tough. This is the strength your body automatically uses when you trip over a curb. Your core automatically tightens, which stops you from falling and makes you unshakable. Lack of stability is like an epidemic that no one talks about. One of the most prestigious medical journals in the world, The Lancet, put out some very scary information. Falls are the second most common cause of accidental death in older people around the world. Millions of lives are destroyed by something that can be stopped almost entirely. This is the really cool part of quantum physics. It's not just muscle. To build quantum coherence, this is you. You train your body's nervous system to make a stable, coherent electromagnetic signature when you hold a plank. All of your energy is coming together into a single, strong, focused field. It's like a force field, this coherent field. It makes you the calm and stable center of your world. As quantum fluctuations go, stumbles are just a moment of chaos. Your life is no longer in chaos, though. Your sense of coherence is better. Hold on tight, stay steady, and stay safe. Thoth taught us that everything has an opposite. This is called the Hermetic principle of polarity. Static strength, which keeps you stable, works well with dynamic strength, which moves you, like getting up from the floor. You can't just act with power. It means being able to keep your cool when things get crazy. You can become the calm in the middle of a storm by practicing this. Like this video if you're ready to build this quantum coherence. This action aligns the vibrations. With this simple, focused intention, you are consciously matching the electromagnetic field of your heart with the frequency of stability. This makes your invisible armor stronger. A student in her 50s felt weak, like a strong wind could blow her over. She did these easy stability holds for an extra 5 minutes every day. After 3 months, she told me, "I feel strong. I'm strong. I feel like myself again." The 5 keys are now yours. But when you do them all at once, they're no longer exercises. For you, they become the steps of a holy process, an inner alchemy that changes the very core of who you are. These 5 moves aren't just picked at random. A potent alchemical ritual or recipe for transmuting your reality requires these ingredients. That idea comes from Thoth, who was also known as Hermes Trismegistus. But alchemy was never really about turning lead into gold. That was a figure of speech. Transformation of the soul has always been the great work of alchemy. Your body works like a lab. Your life is like a fire. Lead is not a metal in this holy process. This is a sign. In other words, it is the dense, heavy, low-frequency observation of reality. Its stiffness, fear, sickness, and the idea that things will fall apart. Gold stands for the best possible state of being. It's the high-frequency reality of being alive, free, healthy, and knowing that you can make anything. To shift your frequency from lead to gold, use these 5 movements as the quantum protocol to transmute your observational state. This is how to look at them. Hanging means breaking down. You break down the old, squished structures. As you give in to gravity, you let go of the energetic static of your old self. Doing squats burns calories. You burn away impurities, weaknesses, and the vibrational residue of your old limits through your connection to the earth. Rising means splitting up. You tell the weak from the strong. Freedom and dependence are split up by you. You choose to be strong and leave your old, weak self on the floor. The hips can move together. This is the holy union. You separate from the old reality and relink your upper and lower bodies in a smooth, quantum flow. How core stability works is coagulation. You make your new state stronger. You set down your new high-frequency energetic signature, which makes your gold state last forever and be strong. These 5 movements work together to make a circle of death and rebirth. You are saying goodbye to your old, weak, and limited self and coming back to life as a new, strong, and free quantum self. According to the Emerald Tablet, you shall separate the earth from the fire, the subtle from the dense, with great skill. In fact, that's what you are doing. You are separating the dense reality of being stiff from the more subtle reality of being free. You are changing into an alchemist of your own being. You can seal this change by pressing like if you think you are the alchemist. It's kind of like pressing the start button on your own alchemical furnace. You are making your gold state signal stronger, which makes it your main quantum signature. Claim your role as the creator in the comments below. I am the alchemist of my own being. This affirmation should be the final seal on your new reality and the last piece of your plan coming together. You are saying that you are no longer a character in your own life story, but rather the conscious author of your own quantum change. You can find your way around if you know these 5 secrets. But you can't start the journey or the quantum jump until you take the first step. Then the next one. The next one too. This set of 5 moves is not a 30-day challenge. People who can't be changed are what the original teachings called them. In other words, they are as important to your health, your vitality, and the reality you want as breathing, drinking water, and sleeping. They give your body the basic frequency maintenance it needs to work like the miracle it was made to be. Putting these into your daily life is what turns knowledge into wisdom that you can feel. Do not worry about finding time to work out. It changes everything. It's about making these quantum anchors a part of your daily life. To open your energy channels, you can hang for 30 seconds when you wake up. While you wait for your coffee, you can grounding your frequency by doing a few deep squats. As you watch TV, you can practice making a conscious quantum leap by getting up from the floor. You can disentangling from the stress of the day by moving your hips before bed. You are right where you are on the path. This is really important. You are not broken even though you feel that way. You're almost ready for a step up. You can hang with the help of a chair if you are new to it. To squat, put a book under your heels. You can stand up with both hands. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is the plan. For every rep you give, you vote for a different reality. For freedom, the intermediate practitioner will hang longer, squat deeper, and use fewer support points. When someone gets good at this, they can turn it into art. It turns into a moving meditation and a way for them to express their vital, quantum selves. This system lets you grow as you do. It's always fun because the goal isn't a six-pack. This process of remembering who you are is the goal. A lot of people, like you, have been on this path before. They came to get rid of their pain, but what they found was much more important. They found a change that goes to the heart of what it means to be human. As you stick with this path, you will find a deep truth. Not only does this movement slow down getting older, it starts to undo it, both biologically and functionally. You'll be able to move better than you did 10 years ago. The aches and pains you thought were part of life will just go away. They are going to leave your timeline. You will feel that energy that you thought was gone for good again. This is Thoth's last piece of wisdom. You are more than just a body made of flesh and blood that will eventually break down. It is written in old books that man on earth is a mortal god. You have 2 selves. You connect 2 worlds. Yes, they are mortal in body, but immortal in mind. As the infinite observer of the quantum field, you are here, having an experience of yourself as a person. These 5 sacred movements are what are being done to build that bridge. It is a quantum and alchemical way to bring the awareness of your eternal, energetic soul into your body. You stop seeing your body as an enemy and start treating it like the holy temple it is. The valuable quantum antenna is what lets your consciousness experience this world. You are not the same person who started this video if you made it this far. The call was heard. Now that you are in charge of your body and your time, you are ready to take back your power. I know that you are here to help wake people up. That being said, leave a comment below as your last conscious act of anchoring this new reality. Time has no power over me. As you make that strong statement, make one last promise. Subscribe to this channel if you want to keep going on this adventure and learn these principles. This is your energetic yes to everything. It makes a stable quantum link to this frequency so that you can get the next transmission while you keep creating your new reality. The fact that you made it all the way to the end of this video is already a big step toward getting more people to hear this coherent signal. Of course, there is a link in the first comment if you really want to help our channel, so we can keep sharing this information. Thank you very much for any help. You are really making a huge difference just by being here and sharing this video with one person you know who needs to hear it. Send this message out one last time. A wave of coherent energy moves through the collective field every time this video is shared. This helps other people find their own quantum key. It's not just a link. You're making the network of light bigger for everyone. This new reality's collective field is being built with your help. This is not the end of your journey. For the next step, to go even deeper into this quantum knowledge, I have chosen a special video for you. Do not leave. There is a video on your screen right now. Click it, and I'll meet you there.